HART honors veterans in several different ways, most importantly by putting them to work. In fact, 15% of HART's current workforce are veterans. These special men and women are part of our family and contribute to our staff. Let's meet a couple of these veterans that work in different departments and specialties all across HART.
After serving 13 years in the Navy, I had the opportunity to work with a very diverse workforce, various skill sets, situations that were high pressure or high deadline stakes. Being able to pull those traits into public agencies gave me an opportunity to again work with a multi-diverse workforce, both in demographics, education, skill sets, and particularly in the transit world, where our focus is the delivery of service to the community. Being able to take my leadership skills that I learned in the Navy and be able to apply them here in the role that I have has very much allowed me to contribute to HART's success.
In order to recruit strong veteran candidates, HART has been proactive in reaching out to the veteran community, from attending job fairs all over the Tampa Bay area to partnering with organizations to hire more veterans. An example of this initiative is HART's participation in a Career Source Tampa Bay initiative to helping heroes work, steps that have led HART to currently employing around 110 veterans who work in various roles at the agency.
In the Air Force, I was an aircraft maintenance mechanic. And attention to detail, working aircraft, you always have attention to detail, so transferred quite easy over here, start working on buses with attention to detail. And then I later became a maintenance supervisor, and the training I got for Senior INSO Academy and the Non-Commissioned Officer Academy made a smooth transition to become supervisor as well.
Well, my primary mission was to stay current as a boom operator, but on day-to-day operations, I was working in the scheduling office. So I scheduled, other aircrew members to fly daily missions. And I also learned to schedule the aircraft to go do the daily missions. And so I used those skills to really look for a job in scheduling. And so I was just fortunate to happen to stumble across the job here at HART as a scheduler. And those skills and capabilities that I learned in the Air Force really benefited me here.
Nationally, the transit industry is seeking to hire veterans, many of whom have skills that match jobs in the public transit industry. Much of the skills that veterans have learned in the military may very well be transferable to an array of jobs at public transit agencies, from vehicle operations, vehicle maintenance, areas of safety and security, information technology, design, and the list doesn't end there. A true win-win situation for public transit and veterans.
As an example, obviously if you're a jet mechanic or a sonar technician in the Navy, those skill sets don't correlate directly to service-relatable jobs in the transit agency. However, in the Navy and the military in general, the work ethic and having to work in those with diverse groups of people, teamwork, being able to get the job done until it's done. Those are the traits that are directly applicable to any job, just not in public service. So the skill set itself may not be a direct link, but the overall mantra of teamwork and leadership absolutely is transferable.
I think it's an excellent idea to hire veterans. Most veterans are seasoned employees. It's easily trained with the military experience, and as such as myself, that transition is just so smooth when you're coming from the military.
But when I was transitioning and going through a lot of the transition classes at MacDill Air Force Base, they taught us to really look at the skills that we possess and see how we can use them in the civilian life. And now that I have my foot in the door here at HART, I can see a lot of these positions that are here can be very translated to the military skills and traits that are learned in the military.
Possibly one of the best aspects of working in the public transit industry, and especially at HART, is the numerous employment options that veterans can choose from. Choosing to become part of HART means being part of a growing family.